Hello everybody, welcome back to Uncharted 4. Picking up right where we left off, Sam and Nate think they have found the treasury. Or, you know, at least are very close to it. Oh my god. What was I going to say? Since the last time, I have finally finished this game. Oh my, look at this.
Holy crap.
Well, you are missing colonists.
Yeah, you do.
Anyway.
Jesus. Cannons, improvised barricades. What the hell happened here?
Some kind of battle.
It's a rhetorical question.
Yeah, some kind of battle.
The real question is who's fighting who? And why?
Yeah.
Some of these bodies, dressed a bit more fancy, look like soldiers.
So it was the colonists versus the soldiers.
And if that's the treasury up there,
It appears someone was trying to make a withdrawal,
yeah, let's just hope they didn't succeed.
right?
Yeah, so the colonists, you know, apparently were fighting the soldiers, which you'd have to assume would be the guards that the pirates hired. Because, I mean, you know, they're supposed to be here for God and liberty, but I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, negate the fact that you might need guards. I mean, they did have like a giant stash of treasure,
This
you
is
know.
impressive.
I mean, it was a bunch of pirates with a bunch of treasure. So, I mean, I highly doubt that they really trusted each other that much, that they didn't have, like, each pirate captain probably had, like, their own guard or guards guarding, you know, watching the treasury. Someone they trusted.
It's empty.
Of course it is.
You think Rafe?
No. Nothing's been touched in here for hundreds of years.
Right. Well, search for clues?
Yeah. Search for clues.
I mean, there's not really a whole lot else you could do. So this is the beginning of the next chapter, for one thing. It also has, like, the weirdest version of collectibles I've ever seen.
Fancy
Yeah.
clothes. Some kind of uniform. You were a guard here, weren't you? Nice job.
I mean, he died, so at least he did his job.
What the hell happened here?
Good question.
What if maybe there's no treasure left? You know, they spin it all on marble floors. So the colonists find out their money's gone and they get pissed.
And maybe so.
I mean, could be. I mean, New Devon does have some
Avery.
fancy-ass houses, right? Yeah, it's always
Certainly
not
seen
good, you
better
know?
days.
Not a good time to lose your head. So yeah, like, the reason why this is weird is because technically the notes are randomized. So what it is, right, is there's a few chests to look through. And there's a few, like, drawers and cupboards to open. Now, the thing that's randomized about them is that they're not in specific places. They are in whichever one is, like, number blank, right? So, like, we open up the first chest, nothing, right? We open up this chest, there's a note.
Found something.
So, like, this one here,
Is this letter
Section
still in
G,
time?
Shelf B, contents as accounted for by R. Taylor. Picture, jeweled dagger. Founder Al-Basra claims this bejeweled dagger belonged to Emperor Aurangzeb himself. If so, its worth is immeasurable. Aurangzeb, maybe? I don't know. Picture, pearl elephant. A magnificent little specimen painted in deep indigo with a pearl saddle. Tempted to slip it into my own pocket. Picture, jade vase. The details in this sculpted vase are exquisite. The Mughals have a knack for working with jade. Founder Al-Basra tells me their empire has entire workshops dedicated to the manufacture of such items. So that's like just like a few of the items that were on these shelves. But yeah, the second box that you open has the note in it. It doesn't matter which boxes you open or anything. The second one has the note in it. Yeah, it does say thief. And then same, there's two more notes in here somewhere. So there should be one in here. Because, like, the cupboards and the drawers are the same thing.
Manifest. It's a treasure.
Yeah. Manifest of the good ship Destiny, bound for Libertalia from the port of Kings Bay. 10,000 coins, silver, Muggle, 93 T pounds. I don't know what that means. 9,000 coins of silver, Moogle. I don't know, 84 T. I don't know why they wouldn't just combine those two. Maybe that's like in separate chests. 14,000 coins, gold, Spanish doubloons, 245 T pounds. Statue, gold, horse and rider, Moogle, 500 pounds. So I don't know what the T is for then. Sculpture, bronze, elephant, Moogle, 20 pounds. Sculpture, bronze, elephant, Moogle, 23 pounds. 100 spears, iron, Spanish, 400 pounds. 54 cutlasses, steel, Spanish, 162 pounds. 50 cannonballs, iron, Spanish, 1,200 pounds. Is there a difference between cannonballs? 12 horses, 9,000 pounds. 4 barrels of wine, 2,400 pounds. So that's, that's obvious what that is. So yeah, I think it's just after you pick up the first note that he'll go into the center there and want you to talk to him. But you have to get all the notes. You have to, actually, I do believe that to get all the notes, you can't talk to him not because the notes disappear or anything. Oh, yeah, another thief. Oh,
What happened here?
Hey, Nate,
But because
check it out.
Nate will no longer search stuff, so I don't even know why I opened that chest, because I know that there's nothing in it. There's got to be another cupboard or a drawer. Oh, here we go, somewhere.
Hello.
Because that should have our last note. Section D, shelf A, contents as accounted for by R. Taylor, same dude. Wooden chest, silver inlay, brass studs. Contents, 332 gold coins of Moogle, 240 silver, and 734 copper. Bejeweled saddle, leather, sapphires, and rubies. Set of carved golden rings, elephant, bird, and horse. Bejeweled golden brooch, gold, emeralds, pearls, and rubies. Painting, elephant and rider, wooden frame with gold inlay. Cups, jade, set of 6. Founder of Basra claims these jade cups belong to Shah Jahan, a worthy addition to our collection. Sculpture, bronze, elephant, and palanquin. I don't know what that is. Sculpture, gold, bust of Aurangzeb. Oh, that's the dude that had, we had something else from him, like the jade elephant, or the pearl elephant or some shit, right? So yeah, those are all randomized. Well, I say randomized. They're in whichever ones you open, right? They're in the second one, and then the fourth one that you open for cupboards and drawers, and then they're in the second chest. But if you talk to Sam before finding the last note, Nate won't open any more
What do you got?
cupboards.
The battalion money.
It says Avery's sigil on it. Must have melted down the gold, minted his own currency.
So based on that, all the manifests on the shelves, the treasure was here.
Leaves the bigger question. Where is it now?
Okay, so we know that there was fighting outside.
Yeah. Dan, inside?
What, do you think the colonists stole it?
No. I think they were trying to reclaim what was theirs. Look. There's Avery. 2. Founders of Libertalia. All marked with the word thief. Not murderer, not tyrant.
Thief. So by the time the colonists busted in here, treasure was already gone.
Yeah, because these guys had already taken it for themselves. Pirates will be pirates, right?
Pirates will be pirates. Huh. I know where they moved it.
What? Where? It's a map.
Yeah, right there. That's our treasury.
It's a map of Libertalia.
Right, so follow it to the other side of the island there, look. Right there.
New Devon. Wait, Avery was from Devon, England.
He sure was. Man, those are some seriously large mansions.
Each of them has its own sigil, too.
Because that's where they lived.
You say we climb that watchtower, huh? Get our bearings.
New Devon, here we come.
All right. So yeah, the pirates, got everybody to put
No.
their
How do we get up
treasure
there?
together, and then, you know, just stole it all. Like, unsurprisingly. So I think it's this thing here, but I'm not sure if you can do it. Because every once in a while, they'll have some of these, right? Where it's like, you can interact with it and get them to do it with you, but there are a couple of them throughout the game where you have to wait for them to do it. Like, you can't speed it up.
Raise the chandelier. Good idea.
You sound surprised.
Just take the compliment.
So yeah, like I said, I did finish the game. I got all of the collectibles. The final collectible is actually in the epilogue. It's an optional conversation. I think I explained it when we first did it, that when you do the Crash Bandicoot game, there is an achievement to beat the high score, and it's not actually doable when you first get there, or when you first do it.
Excuse me.
Because there is
Sorry, content.
free life that isn't there, which gives you like an extra 500 points or something. You play it again at the very beginning of the epilogue, like after everything's said and done. It loads the epilogue, and you're playing Crash Bandicoot at the very beginning of it.
All right.
I didn't get it.
I'm really shocked the stairs are intact.
Hey. Don't jinx us.
Yeah.
Spoke too soon.
Like I said.
I did fuck it up. I missed it by like such a minuscule amount, like such a small amount, because I think the high score is like 3,500.
You seeing this tower?
Sure am.
And the score that I think I ended up with was like 34 something. It was like right fucking there, you know. Oh, I think I just need to climb up. I don't think, yeah. It was so fun. Like, I did it, and I'm like,
Sam?
no.
Yeah. All right, just
It
making sure you
sucks so
haven't
much.
plummeted
So
to
I'm
your
not going to
death.
bother to try and get that one. I'll try and get it
Still
at
out
the
there?
end when we get back to it.
Sure is excited.
Since, you know, I'm going to have to play it again anyway.
Need a lift? I love a lift.
But yeah, other than that, I still need to go back and play it
Ready?
on Crushing. I still need to replay it for speed run, which, unlike the other ones, you know, the speed run I don't think is a separate, like a separate thing. I do believe that to do the speed run, you just do it quickly. Like, if theoretically, you know, it's not gonna, because, you know, cutscenes add to your time in this one, which is also unlike the other three, because in the other three, cutscenes didn't add to your time. And it was a separate game mode. In this one here, it's not a separate game mode, and cutscenes add to your time.
Quite the crow's nest, huh?
There it is. Just on the other side of the river.
Now, what do you say we go? Rob from the rich, huh? Hey, is there a path down there?
More or less.
Come on.
I like how they give you that view. Like,
A couple hours.
wait,
Depends on what
like
or
that
who
view
we
right
bump
there.
into along the way.
I'm gonna wait. There we go. Look at that view. Because it's like, it seems so fucking obvious. Like, most people playing this game would probably see that and be like, well, there's your treasure, right? And they wouldn't be wrong. I mean, spoiler alert, the treasure is in the insanely recognizable.
You all right?
Like, nobody would possibly not check that out first. You know, mountain. But yeah, I was gonna say, you know, theoretically we could potentially get the speedrun achievement in this playthrough, but that would require it to not count cutscenes, and even then I highly doubt that we would manage it. Because I'm not, you know, I am still stopping for
Tells me they've had enough of us.
things, you know,
Gives you
technically.
that idea?
Notes and optional
Don't wait,
conversations
just
and
go!
that, whereas obviously if you don't have a speed run, you just fuck all that and just book it.
Nathan! Get up, brother. We
But
gotta
yeah,
go.
so, and then there's some combat achievements which are a little bullshitty, I will say, the combat achievements. Like, there's one where it's like, defeat, trophy, not achievement. There's one where it's like, defeat enemies with a stealth attack, a melee attack, a headshot, and explosives,
Oh, boy.
in that order, in 15 seconds. There's another one which technically we could work on, or we could do ourselves at some point. which is defeat 10 enemies in a row, alternating I think it's 10 anyway, alternating hand-to-hand and guns. So like you have to melee someone down, shoot the next guy, melee the next guy, shoot the next guy, you know, etc. until it's done. So, you know, theoretically we could do that one at any point.
Oh, this is nuts.
I don't think it would be too hard. I will say though, because like, well, I guess at this point it would be up. Okay, you're supposed to, there we go. I have the Uncharted 1 collectibles guide up, and I have recorded a bit. Oh, yeah. I have recorded a bit for Uncharted 2. I recorded for about an hour in it. Got a little ways in for collectibles there. Going back and replaying Uncharted 1 really drove home the fact that somehow... Oh, I guess I didn't hit the jump button at the end of that. I could have swore I had. Hopefully it doesn't put me too far back. That they really nailed the combat in the first game, and it just went downhill. Like, still downhill. Like, including this game, it continued to drop for this game. Yeah, Sam, kick his ass. Oh. Oh. Yep. Yep, just swing in there. Because, like, going back and playing that one, I was having just like, it was still super fun. Like, I was playing without sound on because I didn't fucking care. I was playing, you know, just running through to get from point to point so that I could get to the collectibles. Oh, Nadine's back. But yeah, I found the combat so much more enjoyable going back to like, playing the combat in this game. You just die way too fast in this game.
Okay, mango. Mango.
What are you on about?
Oh, it's my safe word.
Are you always this clever?
Have my moments.
Yes. You and your brother have proven yourselves the more capable treasure hunters on the island. Shame we're not on the same side.
Hey, there's still time.
Trust a Drake. I'm not falling for that again.
Hey, just let's talk about this.
Again, what do you mean? When was the last time? Nadine is probably one of the most badass, like, chicks in video games, right?
I'll just see myself out.
After everything, you think I'm just going to let you walk away?
That'd be the wise thing to do. Oh, come on, Nadine, really? We know you're a badass and all, but there's two of us.
I don't think my men are on their way here right now. All I have to do is buy some time. Let's see if I don't finish him myself.
God damn it.
I mean, I'm sorry to say it, Sam, but I think she can take us. My God. She has like, it's like, you know when you're playing like the Batman Arkham games? And you're wondering, it's like, why would these people possibly fight him? It's like, how is Batman doing that? She's Batman. We're the other guys. Like, the way these fights turns out, and like the way she counters us and everything, we're literally the guys fighting Batman, basically. Like, she fucking annihilates us.
I don't think so.
Granted, we don't go down quite as fast as the people fighting Batman, but still. It's still a little ridiculous. Also, I like how because they... Wow, alright. Let's put her through the wall, or put Sam through the wall. I'm not actually sure which one went into the wall. Oh, that was some awkward physics there that made no sense. Get her! Boom! Oh, punched her through the floor.
You're fast, but you're not that fast.
Hey, forget about her. Come on, we gotta get out of here before they... Shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay?
Well, this is interesting. Nate? Samuel?
Put your guns down! All of you!
No.
Rafe, this guy's on edge.
Oh, don't worry about him, Nadine. These guys don't kill anyone in cold blood. It's just not their style.
You wanted to bet her life on that?
Go ahead, then. Shoot her.
Sam.
I die, you both die.
So be it. Not another step!
You mean, like this?
Sam, put the gun down.
I warned you.
Do it!
It's done! Hold your fire! Don't shoot! Put it down.
It's done. Okay? It's done.
Don't worry, Nadine. It's not their style.
I say, I didn't think he had it in him. Samuel, you okay? I guess you knew this moment was coming, huh?
Hey! Come on, man. You already got us. Take it easy. Come on, now, you're a businessman. Let's just work out a deal.
Oh, a deal. Oh, yeah. Love to hear what you have in mind. Oh, you can go ahead. I'm listening.
Just... Right. You want to find Avery's treasure? We'll help you find it.
And in exchange, I let you live?
Yeah. That and a small cut.
The gaucho's on this guy.
Just enough to get him his freedom, okay?
His freedom.
Nathan.
Yeah. He did hard time. Our time. And the guy who broke him out, Hector Alcazar, he owes him a lot of money.
Whoa, what the hell are you talking about, Nate? Hector Alcazar died in a shootout in Argentina like 6 months ago. I'm the one that got Samuel out. Oh. Wow. What did he tell you? Sam, what kind of story did you cook up? Alcazar? Really? You lied? You lied to your baby brother?
We're wasting time.
Just a second. Thing is, Nate, I never stopped looking for Avery's treasure. I just kept running into these dead ends. And then I hear that our dear old Samuel Drake, an authority on Avery, is alive and somewhat well. There was no breakout. I bribed the prison warden, and your brother, he just waltzed right out the front gate. He spent the last 2 years tracking down a second St. Dismas cross. You know what? He did it all with me.
No.
Oh, yeah?
No, that's bullshit.
Oh. Sam, care to refute?
Nate.
Oh, Sam. Jesus, no.
Listen. Avery's treasure was ours. It was always ours.
I left my life for you.
Hey, look, Nate, if it's any consolation, he duped me too. He pulled a Houdini on me, he brought you and that old man back into the mix, and I cannot lie, Sam, that really pissed me off. But, all behind us now.
You don't deserve it.
You do? Last I checked, we're all a bunch of thieves, digging around where we shouldn't.
Rafe,
What?
one way or another, end it, or I will.
Well, you heard the lady.
Hey, you missed one clue, and you can kiss that treasure goodbye. You said it yourself. Keep running into dead ends. Why don't you face it, Rafe? You need us.
No, you're right. You're half right. I just need Sam.
Wait, now you're making a mistake.
Rafe,
You
don't listen!
I'm pretty sure he'd be dead. It's a hefty fucking blow to the temple. To be fair, it didn't leave much of a mark, but still, that's got to be at least a concussion.
Oh my god. Nate.
Oh shit,
Hey,
look who found
Nate!
us. It's Elena. She hadn't given up on us yet. I actually forgot that it showed that she was there before this, because this is another flashback. This is, I think, the last Yeah, it's the last flashback.
There it is.
Who the hell lives here anyway?
No idea. But this is definitely the address. Been scoping the place out for the past few days. No one's home. And here we are.
Whoa.
All right.
This is humongous.
So yeah, we are back as a little boy
Where
Nate
did it
here
even start?
with big bro Sam.
Finding a way in. And then we can take the
If you forgot, because it has been a while since we actually had a flashback, we are here looking
place has a
for
alarm?
our mother's things.
Find a way in that doesn't involve breaking a window.
I don't remember exactly what our mother did. Can he? No, he won't climb that. I think we climb up here though, right? Don't we? Yeah, we do. Oh, we probably need his
Okay.
help to get up though,
Give me
right?
your hand.
Yeah. So yeah, we're here looking for our mother's things because apparently this is the person who has them.
All right, there you go.
So Sam here came and broke Nate out of.
I can't jump that high.
Oh, right. What was he
Follow me.
in? He was in the, it wasn't a school, right? It was, what was it? Come on, little Nate, get up there. It was an orphanage, maybe? Probably, right? Probably the orphanage, run by nuns and whatnot. So instead we're gonna bust into here. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Come on, Nate, get your fucking ass in there.
Spooky.
So I do believe that this is,
I
you know,
brought a spare.
Nathan's first foray into, you know, criminal behavior with trespassing.
are we looking
It's not
for
really
any
breaking and
particular room?
entering. He did
Just
enter,
keep
but he
an
didn't
eye
break
out for any
anything.
books, journals.
What's the rule on that? Like on
Any
breaking and
copies of
entering?
papers.
Because like, is this breaking and entering or is this just trespassing? Like, which is, like, is there some not stigma? Is there some
Here.
like specification between breaking and entering and that? So there's quite a few notes in this house as well that do tell an important, somewhat important story, I guess, depending on how you look at it. But they're not collectibles. So they're not in the guide that I was using or anything.
Boxes are filled with old.
I think there
camping
is some
equipment.
optional conversations that you have to do. And there's a couple of them that are really fucked up. And by fucked up, I mean, oh, that's true. And there's also treasures, but the notes don't count. Miss Evelyn, my name is Kenichiro Namba. I recently attended your lecture at the Adventurers Lodge last week regarding your recent find, the set of Tokugawa-era armor you obtained off the coast of Okinawa. Your presentation was utterly fascinating, though I was surprised by the condescending tone of the questions from the audience. I believe recognition and respect for one's work should not be contingent on race or gender. I imagine we have both struggled in that regard. I write today because I have come into possession of what I believe to be French jousting armor, though I am not completely certain of the date nor the country of origin. If you have any time to spare, I would appreciate the insight of someone with your expertise. Apologies if this is too forward, but I will only be in the city for another month. In September, I traveled to Iceland to study a Viking burial site, and I would deeply regret missing the opportunity to speak with you further. I am staying in the Lennox if you wish to contact me. I sincerely hope you do. Kind regards, Kenichiro Namba. I feel like I pronounced that differently, and I think on the back, yeah, just the dude with a suit of armor. So this tells the story of a character, like the notes that are in here, they tell the story of the person we're going to meet just a little bit later in this chapter. She's not in it for very long. I would still say that she's a somewhat important person. But I don't really know. Oh, there we go.
Down we go.
I keep forgetting that, or I forgot that it was a fucking hatch that we dropped through, not a...
So, how do we find them?
What, Mom's notebooks?
Yeah.
Don't you remember? She always used that off-white leather binding.
Yeah, I know, but it's such a large place. It's like finding a needle in a haystack.
Like this person here, though, she fucking leaves a fucking mess, man. Like, look at this. Like, it's like I find it hard to believe.
Here we go.
I don't
White
know
leather.
how
Sam, I think I
anybody.
found one.
For real?
I mean, you didn't. It says relics
No.
of Tokugawa
Not one
Ieyasu
of Mom's.
from
You got
or
the right
by
idea, though.
Kenichiro Namba. Kenichiro Namba from Kyoto University. Apparently your mother wasn't the only one to use that type of notebook. Which, by the way, you might recognize, like if you look at these notebooks here, you might recognize that they are the same type of notebook that Nate has one in his upstairs part, in his attic, upstairs part, that he refuses to read if you go to look at it. He's like, no, it's not the time for this or whatever. So yeah. Let's see. Dear Eddie, greetings from Peru. I hope my letter arrived safely. There is no post office here, only a small patch of grass serving as a runway and slow boats up the Manu River. I wish you could have seen the howler monkeys yesterday, bright orange creatures with expressive faces and ample curiosity. I would not describe the noise they make as a howl, however. It is like a hurricane wind mixed with a lion's roar. Were it not illegal and dangerous, I'd bring home one for you as a pet. Yeah. Your mom is busying herself with preparations for tomorrow's excursion into the jungle, where we hope to conclude our research. She sends her love. I promise when you are older, we shall bring you on our trip so that you might experience the larger world for yourself. Be good for grandmother, study hard, and we shall see you in a month. Love, Dad. Oh, wait, hang on.
Hey.
Well,
These boxes remind you of anything?
Every place we ever lived.
Exactly.
I remember Dad was always like, why bother unpacking? We're just gonna move again in a month.
Yep. Always the asshole.
it's not very nice. I can't pick it up again. There was another picture taped to the back of that one, and I've never actually seen it because I never remember to flip them over. I'm so used to finding like a piece of paper and just because all it is like the rest of the writing on the back.
Looks like a Ming Dynasty vase.
Forgot that these letters all
Who
have
in the
pictures
right
on them.
mind would have a Ming Dynasty vase just sitting around like that?
Yeah. It's probably a knockoff of some kind.
I mean, you see how much
course
shit
it
is
is.
in here, right?
Right.
I could very easily believe that with all the trash that's in here, that
wait,
somebody
Bledge.
might have
Here,
like something
let's do it
valuable
together.
just, you know,
Ready?
there.
Push!
What's on the other side of this door that they have to fucking push that hard? Nothing, apparently. It was just jammed.
What the hell?
It's some sort of sarcophagus.
Yeah. Look around. This whole place is filled with sarcophaguses. Or sarcophagi.
Sam. This is real.
What is this place? Well, let's go find out.
So yeah, that's a real sarcophagus. There's actually quite a bit that you can find in here. And it really seems like Nathan, even at this age, Nathan knows a fucking
This
lot.
one's Roman. 3rd, maybe 4th century.
And it really shows that, you know, while Nathan knows a lot, or while Sam knows
recognize that
stuff,
I've seen something like it before.
Reclining figures. It's Etruscan.
That's right.
Yeah. Husband and wife. And buried together. It's kind of dark. In like an awesome sort of way.
Yeah.
This
but
place
yeah,
is
like,
a damn museum.
Think they've got a dinosaur wing?
Wouldn't surprise me.
it does seem like Nathan knows a little bit more than Sam, even at this age. Now, it seems more like that even when it's not the younger versions of them. Is there anything up here? I think there might be a note up here. Oh, no, it's just a treasure. Yeah, you find like toys in this level for treasures, and I'm not 100% sure why. Yeah, thanks. I've already unlocked all the bonuses in the main menu. Thanks. But yeah, it seems like, because like Sam knows shit, right? But I feel like his stuff maybe,
There's another one.
where it's like he has like that one area that he's really good at. Ancient Persepolis, Amir Abbas, University of Tehran.
An ancient Mesopotamian washer-dryer combo.
Yeah.
I was the funny one. Always was.
But yeah, then he has like general knowledge in other things. I feel like Sam's knowledge of this stuff is kind of like my knowledge in a lot of things, which is very general. Like if somebody says, you know, I'm gonna go with science, I guess, would probably be where I have like the most knowledge, but it's like all general knowledge,
Hey,
you know.
hey, check me out. Now who am I? Huh? Dr. Livingston, come on.
Nice.
Like if somebody says or starts talking to me about like a scientific thing, odds are I'll understand them, even if I don't have too much input to put on or to put into it. Oh, here's another note. Like I might not be able to add to the conversation, but I'll probably understand them, right? Please join us at the Adventurers Lodge for our annual holiday gala. December 21st, 5 to 10 p.m. 5 p.m. is open bar, 6 p.m. is dinner buffet, 7 p.m. presentation by President Charles M. Walsh and his recent expedition to Africa. 8 p.m. new member initiation. Silent auction ends at 9 p.m. Please RSVP by December 1st. And I think it's been a while. I do hope you'll join us this year, Charles. Was that the name of the... Yeah, that's the name of the president, dude. Apparently she hasn't shown up for a thing. But yeah, because like I have general knowledge on a large amount of subjects, I feel, right? Like,
Hey, check it out.
there are a few subjects that I have more specific knowledge of. Yeah. But overall, I'd say I have a general knowledge of stuff, you know? Which is good. I mean, it would, you know,
I just read this one.
my journey to where?
It's kind of
To
incredible.
Lhasa?
It's about the first Western woman to visit Lhasa. I'll get there myself one day.
No idea what Lhasa is. Oh yeah, you can also do this a bunch. And they keep fucking talking about it.
So where are we going?
Huh?
Well, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you pick?
Anywhere?
Anywhere.
Okay, well. Here we go. India.
Yeah, we'll visit the Taj Mahal.
Round and round she goes. Soviet Union. Let's go to Moscow.
Hey, it might be a tad difficult to get in. I always wanted to see the Red Square, though.
Let's try again. England. Sure would be cool to see Windsor Castle. Right, Sam?
Hey, don't look at me. It's not my fault you weren't born yet. It's not like I remember much of it anyways. And it wasn't that cool.
Uh-huh. Okay, one last spin. Brazil.
Hey, now you're talking. All kinds of undiscovered places in the rainforest.
And all kinds of undiscovered tribes with poison darts.
Yeah, that too.
You know, that there is one of those little things where it's nice because it's just like that little bit of extra flavor.
Fertility totems.
Yeah.
Hey, aren't you a little young to be looking at that stuff?
I think what would have been really neat though is if they had got him to land on places where you went to in the other Uncharted games.
This table's as big as the ones in the orphanage dining hall.
I bet the food here was better.
Wouldn't take much.
Damn, they must have thrown some great parties in here.
Judging by the artifacts, they certainly had enough money for it.
Yeah. Looks like it's been a long time since the last one, though.
But yeah, I think it would have
Hey,
been neat.
Check out this crazy demon helmet.
Is that a Viking helmet?
Come on. You know Viking helmets don't have horns? It's Persian.
Oh, my bad.
But yeah, I think it would have been neat. I mean, it's not bad that they didn't,
I
but
wonder if they
still.
still work.
What is this one? Oh, this is what's his face, right? Yeah.
Lawrence of Arabia.
Always wanted to see that flick. Never got around to it, though.
See, now that's funny because, you know, the second game, you know, has a bunch to do with Lawrence of Arabia, right? Excuse me, Sam, excuse me, get your fat ass out the way.
Jousting armor.
Yeah, it is. Man, this armor on the left here looks familiar. And then I think there's a treasure up there, but that's, you know, whatever. I'm going to go this way first. Because there is a couple optional conversations, and I did manage to fuck it up last time. Because you need to pick up this book.
They've got your favorite book here.
Really? Which one?
A general history of the robberies and murders of the most notorious pirates.
Yeah, more like a generally made-up history. Even the author's name is a fake.
Fake or not, this looks like a first edition.
Are you serious? And this place, man. Wow.
Want to take it with you?
Nah. It'll just disintegrate in my backpack.
You could sell it. Then you wouldn't need to take that job.
Well, tonight, let's just stick with what already belongs to us.
But yeah, you can miss that optional conversation if you don't do it fast enough, because eventually Sam will move to the point that is needed to progress the game, and he just refuses to come back and talk to you about the book. Evelyn, I happened across the latest issue of Adventurer Life and was both surprised and delighted to see you grace its cover once again. I am pleased to see you looking so happy, still doing what you enjoy. In spite of our separate lives, your accomplishments still bring me no small amount of pride. Attached is the photo from Edmund's graduation, top of his class. I guess we did something right. Though he would kill me if he knew. I told you I want you to know that Edmund was devastated when you chose to journey to India without him this past summer. He has grown into a capable and self-assured young man. His flashes of insight remind me of you, particularly the look that crossed his face just before the eureka moment. What's more, he loves and admires you more than I can express. I've had my share of struggles over the years, and I've never asked you for anything. I'm now asking you to take Edmund on your next journey. I know it'll be a challenge, and you might not move at the pace you're used to, but I promise you this: you'll find a joy in the you'll find a joy the likes of which no one else can provide. I look forward to hearing about your next big find. Keep making all of us proud. With warm regards, Ken. And I fucking forgot to look at the picture on that one again. Fuck me.
Look at these. Compass, sundial.
Just imagine being lost at sea. And those instruments are the only thing standing between death and salvation.
Yeah. It's crazy.
What is this? Adventure Life. Lost Treasures of Xi'an. I know there's a way to pronounce it. I can't pronounce the X the way you're supposed to. That's the woman that lives here, by the way. Younger version of her.
Looks like it's from Southeast Asia.
Nice.
But yeah, this house, fucking cool. It's a lot of shit in this house.
Oh, wow. They knew Amelia Earhart.
No kidding. Man, they knew all the cool people.
My dearest E, your journey to El Mirador sounds fantastic. Did the Mayans leave anything behind for you? Look forward to hearing more in person upon my return. Yours, A. Earhart. I mean, it could be Amelia Earhart, but I mean, without the first name there, might not be. You don't know. It's a very big assumption that, you know, Amelia was the only Earhart. I mean, she had a family. The Maya civilization, Mayor Carrillo, Universidad de San Carlos de Guatemala.
It's a big house. Don't give up yet.
I mean, you're barely looking through anything. Like, you see all these boxes, right? And they're only looking in that one specific type of box. You can keep switching helmets, by the way, like I could put on that one. It doesn't do anything. It changes, like, one thing, which is literally insignificant. Depending on which helmet you have on.
Anyway in here. Let's check upstairs.
Allow the sarcophagus to join its fellows from Amenhotep's tomb in our museum.
Wanted to buy their stuff.
Yeah.
Guess they
I
said
certainly
no.
understand your reluctance. You did beat us to the find after all, but our offer is more than generous, and I can assure you it will be treated and displayed with the proper care and respect due to the sarcophagus and the effort undertaken to retrieve it. You have enjoyed its magnificence in your home for years. It is time to share it with the rest of the world. I hope you will reconsider my offer. Yours sincerely, Peter K. GR Acquisitions. So, I think they've went out of their way. Or no, I guess her name's Evelyn, right? Like, we've seen letters addressed to Evelyn. So I'm going to turn this on. I don't remember what music it plays, though. But I know there's one later that you turn on, and it plays the Uncharted theme, and somebody makes a comment on it, which is funny. But I can't hear it right now because I have my volume turned way down, obviously. Come on, just... apparently it's locked, even though he refuses to actually check it, but, you know, whatever.
Mom's stuff might be in one of these rooms. We gotta find another way in.
Yeah. Once again, he didn't check it, and I can't even... I actually lost control of my camera here for some reason. Hopefully I didn't fuck something up, because I swear I didn't move after I hit triangle. Let's try this one. There we go. There we go, and he checked that one. That should fix it, yeah. Yeah, look, up there, there's a vent. Okay. I mean, you know I can't just climb, shimmy up the wall there, right?
Hey, the air vent. Up there.
Yeah. Push it, little Nate, push it. Use those little puberty arms.
All right, you ready?
I'm on. Also, I'm not 100% sure why they bothered to move it.
Oh, oops. It's a Polaroid. Let me see. I think it still works. Yeah, come here. Now smile, all right? Don't lose it.
So yeah, this here is literally the only thing that changes, depending on what helmet you have on, is what helmet he has on in the picture. That's it. It changes nothing else about the entire game. It means nothing, because I do believe he's about to take the helmet off. And the picture comes up a little bit later in the... Oh, not a little bit later. The picture comes up at the end of the game. And, you know, obviously whichever helmet you're wearing is the one that is in the picture.
Okay.
So yeah, they moved that over, I guess, so that he could grab the thing there. Now, the neat thing about this, right, is you have these statues up here. I don't know exactly what they are. Now, if you go... Yeah, I was going to say, if you go slowly like that, I don't think you have to pause. He might knock them over anyway. But if you go slowly like that, he'll knock them over. If you jump past the heads, he will leave them both on. Like, I had to go through this twice to try and get that stupid fucking pirate optional conversation. But the first time, because I didn't realize it right away, so I ended up doing most of this before, you know, restarting the chapter. The first time I did it, I managed to not knock over either of those statues. Then the second time I did it, I knocked the one down. I think the same one. Because I jumped at the wrong time. And I actually jumped, like, in, like, so, like, he landed where the head was, and it just immediately fell off. Am I going to have to kick this down? No, he just... oh, no, I am going to have to. Kick it. Kick it. I've still never seen a house with vents big enough for a person to fit in. Like, especially not as...
Right.
Well, I guess.
Okay.
I was going to say
Okay.
as comfortably as he did, but, I mean, I guess it probably wasn't very comfortable. Also
It's
this.
locked from this side, too.
And look around. Is there a key nearby?
Like, how is a door locked from both sides? Like, I
Codeine. Lots of painkillers.
okay, like a door in a house. How is a door in a house locked from both sides? I mean, don't they very specifically not lock it from both sides in case somebody locks themselves in a house? Or something like if a kid locks himself in a room or something? Evelyn, I was hoping I wouldn't have to write this letter. I was hoping our last conversation made my intentions clear. I was hoping that ignoring your repeated attempts to contact me would eventually send the right message. Discovering you sent my daughter a check in the mail means the message was too subtle for someone like you. I don't need your money, and more to the point, I don't want your money. I can take care of my family just fine without your help. It's insulting to both of our intelligences to pretend that your hollow gesture would somehow rekindle our relationship. What little was left of our bond died the moment you couldn't bother to show up for Dad's funeral. Right up to the moment he drew his last breath, he still loved you. I don't. I pray you find peace with whatever it is you've been seeking your entire life, but do not contact me or my family again, Edmund. So she had a pretty big falling out with her son. Guess she should have taken him on that trip to India, eh? Or, well, you know, like he said, showed up for, you know, her husband's or ex-husband's funeral. So I think she married, I know, because they keep calling him Ken, right? But I think that the Asian guy with the French jousting armor, I think is Ken. I think it, because, you know, his name was whatever. So if he's going to marry an American, I'm assuming, and live in America with her, odds are, you know, it's gonna be, he's gonna take an American name. Like,
So?
a lot
Anything?
of Asians who move
Didn't
to
see any
like
journals.
English countries will do that.
We still got the other locked door, so come on.
Like, for example, I used to work in a liquor store that was run by Koreans. And they would always have like a Korean worker as like it was like a school thing. Like, they'd learn English in Korea and then they'd get a job in an English-speaking country. Wow. So that they could use their
Journal
English, practice it, and keep it up, right?
Well, let's see what we find.
And every single one of them, you know, they had their whatever, like their Korean names and whatnot, and then they would just have like their English name, which is what they would use because, you know, most people can't fucking speak their names for the life of us, right? Tsar Peter the Great and the Amber Room, Kolya Yurkov, St. Petersburg State University. Now, not to correct somebody, but isn't Tsar spelt with a Z, not an S? I've never actually seen it spelt with an S before. So yeah, I imagine that's why, you know, the very Asian guy with the very Asian name earlier is referred to as Ken. Viking Treasures of Vinland, Stephen Tremblay, University of Toronto. Stephen Tremblay sounds familiar. Like, that name sounds familiar, and I don't know why. I have absolutely no idea why that name would be familiar to me. So we're about to hit a cutscene here. And then, yeah, we'll actually be able to end this at the end of the chapter. It's been a little bit since we've done that.
This is it.
Bridges of Paradise?
Oh god, alright, I forgot. Ugh. I forgot that you actually got to do shit here. I honestly thought that it was just a thing. Evelyn bought a first edition of a general history of the pirates from a collector along with a stack of 18th century documents. Among them, I found a very intriguing letter from one Joseph Burns, who not only admits to being a crewman on Henry Avery's ship, but possibly hints at Avery's vast treasure. What else could Riches of Paradise refer to? If he sent the letter from prison, he clearly didn't have the treasure with him, so where is it? Need to trace it back to the source, Henry Avery's attack on the Gunsway. Picture captions, Joseph Burns map caption, last known sighting. Note above the letter, what are these markings? So that's the letter that you actually, that what's his face reads
Avery.
in the prison.
Gunsway heist.
That's the letter, I think. Oh, and I actually don't get to read that one.
Oh, what do you got there?
I've never seen this one.
Yeah, me either. But that, you know, that's definitely Mom's handwriting.
Put up your hands. Slowly.
Hey, there's no need for that.
What is he holding?
Hey, you keep your gun on me.
Give me my journal.
All right. I'm sorry, Nathan. So what now?
Now, we wait for the police.
Yeah, you don't want to have to deal with that headache.
Stop.
I mean, the hassle of ruining 2 kids' lives, that's...
I really don't want to shoot you.
Come on, lady, it was no harm, no foul, all right?
We all must face the consequences for our actions.
And at least let him go. I brought him down here so he could see our mom's stuff. That's it, he had nothing to do with this.
What?
I'm telling you that this is all on me.
No. Your mother's stuff.
Yeah, that journal. It was our mom's.
You're Cassandra Morgan's boys.
Hi?
My God. I could have shot you.
Yeah, you still might, so, do you mind?
You knew our mom?
She worked for me. As I'm sure you've noticed, I'm a collector of sorts.
That's sort of an understatement.
So, Mom was like your translator?
Your mother was the most brilliant historian I have ever met. We could have accomplished so much together. But then her illness... I'm sorry.
It's all right. Happened a long time ago.
Of all her discoveries, this would have been her crowning achievement. Sic parvis magna.
Greatness from small beginnings.
Sir Francis Drake's motto. Yeah, Latin and historical figures. Those were our dinner conversations. We were a weird family.
Did she ever tell you her theories regarding Sir Francis Drake and his heirs?
Sir Francis Drake didn't have any heirs.
Yeah.
That's what history tells us. But your mother and I believed otherwise. Learning that old pirate's secrets is just one more adventure I have to let go. I guess there's a lot I have to let go. Forgive me. Ramblings of an old woman. Here. It is as much yours as it is mine. Who knows? Perhaps one day you'll be able to finish what she started.
Yeah, so, we're off the hook, right?
I'll handle the police. You found your way in. I trust you can see yourself out. Hmm?
Here.
Thank you.
Sorry about the mess.
Come on, Nathan. Let's go.
Are you okay?
Holy shit. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Sam?
Ma'am? Police. You all right?
Wait, we have to do something.
Yeah, we need to get the hell out of here.
Can't just leave her here.
There's nothing we can do for her. All right, we have to run. If the cops find us here, then this...
Ma'am?
Nathan! We gotta go. Right now. Oh, shit. Window! Window! Come on!
Okay. You, check upstairs. You, come with me.
All right, so yeah, Evelyn died. Very unfortunate timing since, you know, she had just called the cops on intruders. Now, here's the thing, right? This somewhat makes sense, right? You know, dead old lady, cops called on them already. Ugh, look at that leap.
Careful.
Kind of makes sense, right? Just like a lot of situations that pop up that involve, you know, the police and whatnot in movies, video games, whatever. I feel like I would have handled this differently. For one, you know, they didn't kill the old lady. She definitely had a heart attack of some sort, or a stroke or something. She grabbed her chest, so I'm assuming a heart attack.
Come on.
And died. She looked to be about 1,000 years old. And we're not very old. Granted, it's hard to judge how old Sam is in this, all things considered. But, like, Nathan can't be very old in this.
Front gate. Got it. Okay.
So, like, I feel like if they would have, like, literally ran to the front door and opened it and was like, oh my god, she had a heart attack, whatever, right? Or if, they got Nate to do it, right? Like, if Nathan ran to the door, opened it, was like, she had a heart attack. They found letters and whatnot. They can even be like, oh, and they knew that she knew, or that their mother worked for him. They could literally be like, oh, Aunt Evelyn had a heart attack. Help us, whatever, right? Now, granted, they aren't very old here, so I don't know if they could think of that. But I mean, like, right there, right? They had the proof that, that their mother knew Evelyn. Evelyn definitely died of a heart attack. Not from anything they did, except maybe they got her a little excited when she found out that, they were, what was their mother's name? Cassandra, right? Maybe, when she found they were Cassandra's kids, she got a little excited. Bro, come on. Yeah, thanks. Which may have caused her heart to give out. But either way, right? Like, especially with how old Nathan is here, right? Like, there's no need, I feel, to run like they did here. Like, I feel like they would have been fine. And, like, I feel like they would have been fine even if they told the truth. And if they didn't really want to tell the truth, like, very minimal lying. Like, minimal lying, if not just the straight-up truth.
I'd say we're clear. But we catch our breath for a second. Some night, huh?
Some night. That old lady.
Hey, you listen to me. That wasn't our fault back there. I mean, that lady, she was, sick. I mean, it's okay to feel bad, but there was nothing we could do about it.
So what are we gonna do now? I can't go back to the orphanage. You can't go back to your job.
Then we don't.
Sure.
No, I'm serious. We get as far away from this place as we possibly can.
Yeah? And how long till the cops find us?
Oh, I think they'll be looking for Nathan and Samuel Morgan.
Yeah, that's us.
What if it wasn't? Nathan, back at that mansion, you knew just as much about that stuff as that poor old lady. Here, I always felt that we were destined for something great. But until tonight, I didn't know what that meant. But this, Mom's unfinished work, this is our chance to restart our lives with brand new identities.
What are you talking about?
Well, I know some guys. Pretty good at forging papers, too. Now, as for our new name, Mom believed that Sir Francis Drake had heirs. Who's to say he didn't?
You're serious, aren't you?
Nathan, we were meant for this. And I promise, you and me together, we're gonna go far. So what do you say? Nathan Drake?
And everything changed after that. We became explorers, adventurers. Mostly thieves. Ow.
Okay, just hold still.
For a while, it felt like, if we weren't taking turns going to jail, it was because we were in jail together. After I lost him, or after I thought I lost him.
You didn't want to bring him back up again.
Something like that. Well, that's it. Now you know everything.
With you, I doubt that that's everything. But it's a lot.
I'd love to know what you're thinking.
I'm thinking that you're lucky that I found you when I did.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't lose a limb or anything. It would have been a royal pain getting you out of here.
How did you, find me anyway?
Oh, you know, easy. Just follow the sound of gunfire.
No, I mean, how did you get here? Oh, of course.
Come in, Sully.
Hey, darling. How's he doing?
Oh, you know, he's banged up, but he's alive. Par for the course. Now we just need to rescue the other Drake.
What do you mean?
I'll let Nate tell you.
Hey, pal. Glad you could join us.
Yeah, I wouldn't miss it. So what happened to Sam?
Rafe's got him.
Shit. You know where they are?
Yeah, they're headed to the northern side of the island. See if you can find a place to set down over there. Once we get Sam, we're gonna need to get out of here pretty quick.
Copy that. Hey, what about the treasure?
Forget it. We don't need it.
But Alcazar.
No, there is no Alcazar.
It's all bullshit. Wait, you mean the debt, the escape?
Yeah, Sam made it all up. What an asshole, right? Look, I'll fill you in on everything when I see you, okay?
Yeah, I can't wait. Look, you two be safe down there.
You know us.
Treja.
Thanks.
Sure.
No, I mean, thanks for saving me. Again.
I almost didn't this time.
Right.
Come on. I got us a ride. So, we're headed to the northern side of the island?
Yeah, New Devon. It's home to the founders of Libertalia.
And that's where Rafe is taking your brother.
Treasure's probably there. Just need to save Sam before they find it.
All right. So, reunited with Elena. Sam lied to us like a motherfucker, you know. Remember how I said it? It's weird how he keeps, bringing up his jail time whenever he needs something. He needs to push Drake or Nathan just that little bit more. But whenever Nathan brings it up, he's like, and then, he doesn't want to talk about it. Surprise, wasn't real. Got to see how Nathan got his new name. We knew it wasn't Drake. It took 4 games to find out it was Morgan. Although, granted, technically, I mean, we didn't know it wasn't Drake until, I think, the 3rd game. When he's talking to the British bitch there, and she's like, well, I even know what your real name is, Funny that she didn't bring up the fact that he has a brother, but whatever. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.